All right, we're back for another episode of Wingfulness. I'm Aiden.
And I'm Oki, and we are your co-hosts for today, or really not co-hosts. We're the hosts for today for you. I said that really weirdly, but preface as we always do in every episode of our podcast is this is our own opinion, and we do not have the greatest ball knowledge. We're not going to be able to name some intricate specific player on the Celtics in 1974. One, we don't really care about that, and it's not really relevant. And two, we just are kind of somewhat newish to the basketball world in a way. Not that new, but we're not that in depth. But yeah, um, and I'll let Aiden go on to his parts.
Okay, hot take. We're just milking it, but LeBron, LeBron, stop, shut up, LeBron. If LeBron had 0 rings, LeBron would still be a top 5 player of all time.
Whoa!
0 rings, 0 rings,
Whoa! What
still
the
top five.
fuck? That is a
0 rings, still top 5.
what?
That's it. That's it.
I don't even.
That's it. He has
Okay.
4 MVPs.
Okay.
He had a damn near unanimous MVP. He had a damn near DPOI year. He's like how many
I
all does he
understand,
have?
but like, I think everyone in the top like 20 has a ring, if I'm not mistaken. At least one. Like zero? Zero? And you're saying he's top
He has
five?
4 MVPs.
I understand that, but
He
let
has
me let me
four
let
MVPs
me
though.
look at NBA all time list. I get. I don't know how to
Four
fucking.
MVPs in 5 years.
Okay,
He
so
was
from
so close to a fifth one.
Bleacher
He was
Reports, right?
third.
And I know this one's super like debatable. People don't really like Bleacher Report, but besides the fucking point, I'm going back. So Kevin Durant 13 ring, Oscar Robertson ring, Jerry West ring, uh, Kevin Garnett ring, Nikola Jokic ring,
Yes, all these guys have rings. Yes,
Dirk
all these guys have
ring,
rings.
Dave Robinson ring. I'm trying to find one who doesn't have a ring. Sears Irving ring, Moses Malone ring.
No, they.
Carl Malone is the
Mm-hmm.
only guy within the top 25. Yes, 25, or outside of Charles Barkley, but whatever. Charles Barkley's 25. He's 22. Regardless of the fact they're guaranteed top 50 players, top 30 players all time. He has 2 MVPs, 14 All Stars, four All Defenses. Averaged a double double for his career, I think. Um,
But who has 2 MVPs?
Karl Malone, and
Okay,
he's
yeah.
number
Okay.
22. So you're saying you had two more MVPs and that cuts you to top five with 0 rings? I don't.
I don't know, man. I don't like I don't like looking at I don't like looking at his career because people have him higher, but then people have him lower because of what he did. I don't really know. I don't really like,
But
care.
even
Like
still, Charles Barkley is the next guy on here with no ring. He only has one MVP, of course, but he's 25. But he has 11 All NBA selections, which is crazy, by the way. That is a lot of All NBA selections. Not
okay,
even.
if we look at it, if he had oh shit, all the ring, those series he just lost. I don't know. Just Ray Allen doesn't hit the the three,
Yeah, three.
and then fuck, I don't know, like all that stuff. Just he still makes the finals. He has 10 finals appearances. He has 4 MVPs.
But think about
He
that:
almost
10 finals appearances, and you come out 0-10.
they're just unlucky, unlucky, bro.
That's not
This
even
is
unlucky.
unlucky.
At
This is
that point, they're
unlucky,
just right now they're unlucky. You could say, but
unlucky,
0-10, that just means
unlucky.
you just probably suck if that like
That's unlucky,
if that was anybody else. If you go
unlucky, man.
0-10 in the finals, and you never win a final, like that would be the craziest team stat or your stat ever.
is is
If you
just
said top
unlucky, man.
10, maybe even top 15. If you said top 15, maybe even top 10, I could maybe see what you mean. Maybe. And that's even a stretch. But top 5? That
He
is
is a
absurd.
he is a top 5 player for what, like 10 years, like
I mean, that's
like it,
great, but no, nothing to show for it is the biggest thing.
He
That's why like James Harden is
he
held
got
back so hard,
close. That's
and
that's a, that's the thing, and it's just he had 10 finals appearances. How many? You know what? Let's just check. How many finals appearances does James Harden have?
he obviously doesn't have as much, but like that's what holds back all these greats. You know, Steve Nash, James Harden, um, all these guys from really making it. Chris Paul from really making it into the top like 15, top 20 players all
Okay, but
time.
Chris Paul is like people have him in the top 30 or whatever. He has no MVPs and no rings. LeBron has four. LeBron has
That's what
four.
I'm saying. I understand, right? But if the highest guy who we're talking about, right, is who I'm just saying on this list, it's just Charles Barkley, who has an MVP, and he's only 25. Adding three more MVPs, I still don't think can even make you.
It's not just the MVPs. It's what LeBron
I
won. He's
understand, but like it's just
40,000 points, leading scorer. James Harden also has only one Finals appearance. So
yeah.
there you
But
go.
then look, Steve Nash has
LeBron
two
has 10.
MVPs on this list. He's 35. And I know that's this list is also debatable anyway, but nobody is putting any of these guys even close to top 15, top 20 range. You might have them
First of all,
a
people
bit
say
above.
Steve Nash didn't even deserve those MVPs, and I don't know. That's arguable.
Fair, but he has zero
LeBron
rings,
was literally the best player in those like 5 years. In those 5 years,
I give you
that he.
that's fair, but
he
I just don't think people would. I the problem with having no rings in the MVPs is that at a certain point people are gonna have voter fatigue and not give it to you. But because he was winning and he had such a big debate about him, is why he got some of those MVPs. I'm gonna be honest. Um, so imagine he just never wins any ring. I think they probably get tired of voting for him after the second or third one, as we've seen already with Jokic and Giannis and Embiid.
His last MVP was his second ring. like the, like that, like him winning has nothing to
But
do
no,
with
but
his
no, no. But that's
MVP.
what I'm saying. Let's say he just didn't win the first ring and didn't win the second ring. Is what I'm saying. Let's say he went to the finals and he lost. He might
He
only.
would have he would
I
have
don't know.
gotten the third MVP
I don't know.
because that happens before. So he would have
When was this?
still gotten that.
Did he
And
win a ring before his third MVP?
no, he won it that year. So it was in the postseason. So that was after. He was given MVP before that.
See, that's where I don't think he would even have. Well, he would have four if he just didn't win. Right? That's. I mean, like, he's great,
I think you're just
but
wrong.
I don't know.
I think you're
He's
just
great, and I
wrong.
already made a Let Me Iso
He
video
was
about this, about
he
him,
was
of
he
course.
was literally second in 2014.
That's fine, but to put him that high without winning, you can have an amazing career, but if you okay, hold on, I gotta mute that. Um, you can have an amazing career, but if you never win a ring, that is what every single fan and analyst is going to point out and has pointed out to all these amazing players who just don't have a ring but are incredible players, all-star players, in, top of the level players who just have no rings. That is such a barrier to break through that I don't think LeBron would be anywhere near top 10 if this all happened and we never saw the LeBron of today where he has four rings. I don't think
I think
anyone would be saying
I think that's
he
just
would be.
wrong.
That
I
just
think
doesn't
that's
make
just
any
wrong.
sense. It just
People say, I don't know, but people say MVP and rings, they're they're about the same value. Some people say it's not. Some people say it does. He has four MVPs, four of them, and I don't know. Who's in the top 10? Um, uh,
top
like
10.
like Kobe. Kobe only has one MVP. He has he has he has what? He has five
He's
rings.
5 rings though. That's the thing that really puts him over. 15. He has
But LeBron
12
has
all
four
defense as well.
MVPs.
Like, I know LeBron would have four in this scenario, but he raised 4 times champion, 4 times Finals MVP from that, and I'm still not seeing it. He's just a really good fucking player. That's what it would be. He would probably be the best player to never win a ring. That's what he would be, and he would be maybe
Well, yeah, okay.
number 15 or 20. But five?
15? 15? Are you serious? 15.
Everyone above him has the accolades of Finals MVP, champion, and
That doesn't
MVP,
fucking matter. That does not
and
fucking matter.
it does.
No, it doesn't.
How does that?
Stop looking at accolades.
You
That looks
have
like
to. You can't just put a player who is super good and just have him up there without looking at any of the accolades. The thing that everybody looks at
okay. So is Kevin Durant above LeBron then? If in this scenario?
in this scenario, he would be. And
No, he wouldn't.
if
No, he wouldn't.
yes, it would. Okay, it would be like this: if Luka went on to win MVP the next 2 or 3 years, but he never wins a ring. I don't think Luka is even close to top 25. And LeBron's better than Luka. I'm obviously, but I just don't
No,
see it.
that's completely different. LeBron is a top 3 player for like for like 8 years, 8, 10 years. He's
And
like
that's
top
where,
five
like,
player.
dude, he is has the most longevity, which is great, right? I already talked about this too. This is crazy. That's why I'm redundant, and I'm going against what I just said in the other video in my limit myself. But still, I just cannot see any guy with 0 rings being in the top 10. And I don't think if you ask 1,000
Okay,
NBA fans,
but then you look at the top 20. Oh yeah, this guy has 4 MVPs. Yeah, he's number 16. He's 15. That's crazy. That is crazy. Kevin Durant has 2 rings and 1 MVP. LeBron has 4 MVPs. He has 4 MVPs. If we're
I
gonna go off
I
accolades,
I
LeBron should be higher than him.
understand that. But it's winning. Winning is what people put
He
up
has
there.
10 finals appearances.
And he lost
He
every
has
one
10
of them.
finals
People
appearances.
already hold him. Not, okay, I said that weirdly. People already hold him accountable for his 4-6 record. That's people hold him already saying he doesn't
But
have a
that's
winning
the
record in the
GOAT
NBA.
case. That is number 1.
But
This adds
people hold that.
more.
Imagine having
They have
0 for 10 and how much
they
people
have
would be
James
like,
Harden.
he's great,
Some people have James
but
Harden
he
top
could never
fucking
do
30,
this.
25, and he has 1 finals appearance, and he has 1 MVP, and he has 0 rings. LeBron has 4 MVPs, and LeBron has 10 finals appearances, and and in this scenario, he would have been really, really close to winning. But I'm just saying, in these scenarios, he's just, I don't know, unlucky. I don't know, something, it just
I
went
don't
bad,
know.
injuries or
People,
something. I don't know. This is what I'm saying.
I get
This is
what you
like this.
mean, but back
This, this, like
we're
this.
just talking about the James Harden scenario.
People would be saying he would have won. He would have won if this didn't happen. He would have won if this didn't happen. He
People
would have won if this didn't happen.
people always say that not LeBron, James Harden is just a choker in the playoffs, which he is, and he's been to the finals like you said, but he has never won. He could never get over the hump with any team he has been on, and he's been on multiple super teams. Now, if you think about LeBron and who he's had on his teams and how good they would have been, especially to get to the finals. I know you go to the finals 10 times, you come out. Yes, you're still a great player. That's why I said he'd be above LeBron, James Harden in this scenario. James Harden's on 34. That's a
Well,
reasonable
obviously.
spot for James Harden.
No, but we're saying I'm saying like Kevin Durant. You're saying Kevin Durant is higher. That makes no sense.
Kevin
That makes no
Durant has
sense.
won. Winning is the biggest thing in all of basketball. That is the epitome of what you are doing through the season. You're not trying to get MVP. Yes, you are, of course, but that is not the end all be all. If you at the end of the day, if you went in your career in this hypothetical scenario, if you ask LeBron and he's never won a ring, and you asked him, has your career been disappointment from not winning? He would probably say not winning a ring is probably the biggest disappointment of his career.
Well, obviously, yes, obviously,
That it's
obviously.
so important that
But
Joel Embiid, a Is he a 2 times MVP? I need to check real
No,
quick.
one
Or
time,
is it
one time.
one time?
Just once. Just
Uh,
once.
Joel Embiid said he would
Once
trade
once.
his MVP for a healthy playoff appearance. So healthy to be healthy in the
Okay,
playoffs.
cool.
That's how much
I
we're.
don't
I
care. That
understand.
adds nothing to the conversation. People say Joel Embiid shouldn't have even won that MVP anyways. Like that this doesn't matter
Regardless
to
of
me
that,
at
that's
all.
how
Like
important winning is. The ring is, and obviously that matters with teams. But to say he would be one of the top 10 greatest players of all time
LeBron.
after he jumped 4 teams and he went to 10 finals and he could never win, the common denominator would have been LeBron James cannot win you a franchise, win
No, he
you a ring.
wouldn't have.
That
No,
yes,
he
it is.
wouldn't have.
That's what people already put on
No, he
Kevin
wouldn't have.
Durant.
Look, James Harden, he didn't go to the finals. He only did it once. LeBron did it 10 times.
What I'm saying is,
In these scenarios, it's not his fault, or it's just
you
unlucky,
can't be
or I don't
unlucky
know.
10 times. That's what I'm saying.
He's been
That
unlucky
doesn't make
six
any
times.
sense.
He's been
That's
unlucky 6 times, or
yes, but double that number. That is nobody's that unlucky. That you're at some point you have to look at
I
like,
mean, I mean, yeah, I
wow,
mean,
you just cannot
you,
be that good. That's the thing,
you,
right? If you go to the finals that many times and you
you
can't
could
get one,
argue there's
just
you could argue
probabilities.
you could argue there is one championship that LeBron isn't lucky, or isn't that would have been for sure. The other three, you could argue that he would have lost those if he was just unlucky. It's in 2012. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Ray Allen's a 2013 one. 2012, he could have won that one. 2013, Ray Allen. And without Ray Allen, he would have lost. People would have looked at his legacy differently if he lost that. In 2016, if the Warriors were healthy, like you said, or in the Warriors didn't go for the 73 wins and they didn't exhaust themselves, and they would have won that, and then LeBron doesn't get that ring, then that's 2 rings right there. But then we go to 2020, and everyone says it's Mickey Mouse here because it's COVID. So if COVID never happens, and LeBron doesn't win that one, huh? So he only gets 1 ring. See how unlucky. See how if he could just like
You
2012.
you can be unlucky. I understand, but 10 times
So he would have won
unlucky.
only 1 ring. He would have won only one
And
ring.
then he would have still been above Kevin Durant. That's what I'm saying. But because the ring matters, winning matters. That's what people hold over all these greats. Is can they do it? And that's what people hold over
He did.
James
He
Harden,
went to the
Steve
finals
Nash,
10 fucking
all
times.
these guys. I know you're saying
10
10
fucking
times
times.
is great, but this is what they
10
hold over
times.
every single All Star.
He won the most in the East. 10
I
times.
understand.
10 fucking times. 10 times. And I keep bringing up James Harden because everyone says he's a choker or whatever because he only has one finals appearance. One finals
But
appearance.
think about this. Imagine if because this is the only guy who I could tell you who has probably been to the finals this often because and this is old. Bill Russell. If Bill Russell went to the finals 11, he won 11 rings by the way. Let's say he lost 11 times. I know Bill Russell's not LeBron James, but Bill Russell would not be anywhere in the top 50 players, 40 players of all time if he never won a single ring in 11 chances. He would not be there. And LeBron is way better than Bill Russell. I'm not saying that. But you have to think about it from if this really did happen standpoint. Nobody would be talking about Bill Russell if he had 0 rings. Let alone if he had 1 ring. If he had 1 ring, he'd maybe be top 40. And obviously different era, but whatever. We're talking about hypotheticals here, so we're gonna use
No,
whoever we
don't say
can.
whatever. The eras matter here.
Even if the era doesn't matter, if he went 0 for 11, nobody would be talking about him. No one would care anything he's done at all. He has 5 MVPs by the way.
You want to know why the eras matter
He has
here?
5
Because he
MVPs
has
by the way.
11. He has 11. That's
Yeah.
why it matters here.
But what I'm saying is,
so LeBron only has 4 of 10. That's why this doesn't matter as much for LeBron because Bill Russell has 11. It's inflated.
But imagine Bill Russell had 0. He has 5 MVPs regardless of the era. Even though he has 5 MVPs, you could have the same scenario.
Dog. That is also inflated because it's the eras.
I understand.
Those don't matter. matter.
I
Like
understand.
it's like the 11 that doesn't matter. If
It
that does
has to matter.
like
There's no other way you can compare any of this if it's just LeBron's just a
that
great
no, it
player.
literally
Like
does not. Like we like Bill Russell is like borderline top 10 because he has 11. Because because the
I
11
I
brings him up so much
understand.
that much. But like see look, if he had like 2 or 4, then it'd be similar to this LeBron because it's just inflated. But like he if he had 0, that would do nothing because 11 is it's just inflated because due to eras. And if LeBron is 4 for 10, 4 for 10 finals appearances and
He won four of them.
and
That's a relatively good thing. But if going 0% of winning,
it would
it's
it
just
would it
it,
would bring him up from 15. It would lower him down obviously from fucking 1 and shit, but it brings him up from 15 that you said. You know what?
I don't think
You know how many finals
it,
appearances Karl Malone has? He has 3. Karl Malone has 3 finals appearances. LeBron has 7 more. LeBron has 10 final appearances. I don't give a shit about these Eastern Conference shit. That that shit doesn't matter. He won. He was winning on the East. You know
I
he was
mean,
winning. That's why he's
fair.
not number 1,
But
right?
all of
Just
that
you're
goes
comparing him
into
Karl
pushing
Malone.
him down is what I'm saying. It was in the East. He made the finals, and then he still lost. And imagine being in the East that often and just losing in the finals whenever you verse a Western team. And then if you, I just can't understand how winning would not matter at all. If you ask, like I say, if you ask 1,000 NBA fans, the same scenario, 0 rings, I guarantee you 900 of them would say
Yeah, no
it
shit, because it's a
matters.
fucking hot take, bro.
I know.
Like that.
I
Like, what are you
understand.
trying to
I
say?
understand. But you're defending
Something
it
like
so
that
hard
don't matter.
as if it's logical. Like top 15 is such a fucking elite class of players who all have done it. They have gone over the hump, whether or not it was ring chasing, like Kevin Durant, or carrying their own team. Through the years. It just is perplexing to put him over any of these guys I'm looking at on this list. That is already obviously debatable, but the top 20 is still just mixed around. And like I said, the biggest thing again that holds everyone, all the All Stars, regardless of finals appearances, is could they win? Like, and that's like Kevin Durant. The whole question was always could he win outside of Golden State? He joined the greatest team of all time. That's why nobody holds any of his rings really that high. Although they do hold it that high because there are rings, of course. Um, and he does have 2 Finals MVP and an MVP, and he does have 4 scoring champions. Um, was scoring champ 4 years, four times, not 4 years. Um, they always hold that he can never win without Steph Curry, and we've seen that as we've gone through the years. James
Yeah,
Harden, same thing. Not
but
same
here's the
thing, but a
thing:
little different.
Kevin Durant has 2 finals appearances without going to the Warriors. LeBron has fucking 10.
I
That's
understand,
he has 10, and it's just not. It's just not. Oh
but
wait, it's just
but
not about.
the top
It's just.
echelon of players are winners. That's the biggest thing. You're not a
it's
winner if
it,
you never win the ring.
it's not also just about wins. It's
It
also,
is. You look at
but it's
all the
not.
top,
It's not.
the top
It's
20
not.
guys. Nobody on here, regardless or not, nobody on here in the top 20 does not have a ring. And that's the
It's
craziest
not
thing.
all just about rings. Hakeem.
It's not all about
Hakeem.
rings, but rings help. It's about winning. That's the thing.
He won. He won a lot. Hakeem.
Damn, you good?
He's board. Yeah. Hakeem's borderline top 10. He only has 2. And he has 1 MVP.
Yes.
Accolade wise,
He
LeBron has
has two
more.
DPOYs though, is what also adds them up to there. But also winning the 2 rings matters. If he had one, he would drop to at least 16 on this list. At the
Yeah,
least.
but then LeBron has 3
Zero.
more MVPs than that. He is the leading scorer. So,
All these guys on this list were their team's leading scorer.
no, the leading scorer in points. He's
Oh,
40,000
okay, okay.
points,
That's what
dog.
you meant. I get you. But that's again to to where those all-time stats really don't mean shit if you have nothing to come for it. Like, imagine the all-time leading scorer has never won a ring. Then they would just call him stat padding, as they already had done to Wilt and Kareem. Not Kareem. Oh yeah, and a little bit of Kareem, but Wilt. And this is, if you just have the stats and nothing to show
But
for it, it
but
just
like
doesn't make any sense.
it's the finals appearances. It's the fact that got so close.
I
Kevin Durant,
understand.
he got he got bounced out in the fucking. Oh my gosh, he got
Damn.
bounced out in his conference.
I
LeBron has been to
understand.
the finals 10 times. That's
That's
like
that would
he's
be the
been close.
craziest
That's
part.
what matters. He's been
Everyone,
close.
that's the craziest part.
He's
Everyone
been
would just,
close.
every final appearance that he proceeds to lose in that hypothetical career, everyone would stop believing in him through every single time he does it. Right? That's where I'm saying nobody, especially at the end of his career, nobody would respect it really at all after the 10th time. Because everyone is believing, okay, he's finally gonna win it this year, and he doesn't. And okay, he got it again. He's finally gonna win this year, and he doesn't. Just imagine. Just I can't even think of what we were thinking of a player who was constantly going to the finals and just never winning. You wouldn't even we wouldn't even be talking about him half the damn time.
Like but again,
I understand it's
it's
a
just
crazy
that
stat.
he's that close. And but then you would also say, you would also say, oh, he's playing against the Warriors, dog. He's like how he can't beat that team.
Exactly. Okay, in this scenario, Steph Curry would have 7 rings. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like
No, he wouldn't.
he lost to
He
LeBron
would not
twice,
have
did he
seven
not?
rings. He lost once in 2016. Thought he would not have 7 rings.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me look at this. Hold on, real quick. Um,
Like 2015, the Cavs lost because of injuries. They didn't have Kevin Love and
that was
Kyrie.
that was
Oh,
unlucky. And then
yeah, that
people,
was
you could also
unlucky.
say that for a lot of teams when they had injured, and that's the hard part about it,
That's why.
as unlucky it
That's why.
is.
That's why they look at LeBron's career more because he has 10 finals appearances, and they're like, "Oh, it's just unlucky," blah blah blah. All this happened. If Ray Allen had never hit that shot, everyone would look at LeBron's career differently.
Wait.
They
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
what? What?
Never mind. No, I was looking at this incorrectly. Never mind. I
You think
understand
Cleveland?
it's wait, what'd you say?
You thought Cleveland had two wins on them?
For some reason I did. I thought he won twice in Cleveland, but that was Miami. Um, but what I'm saying is that would be such a horrendous, like that. You 0-10 in the finals. It would just be such a knock on him that, like, that you could have him in your top 10, but nobody would respect it. I know that's what the reason of the hot take is, but I'm just trying to get you to understand that I don't even think you believe that, because that is just crazy.
Nah, I do. I do believe
Nah,
that.
like,
I do believe that.
I like that you're defending it as hard as you can, but the fact is just I just cannot see it. Like, there's guys who has probably been to the finals quite often who we just uh, I know it's like the arrows, but like it's hard because it's
Oh,
fucking
but the
the past one
MVP,
is just, I understand the MVPs, but
the
it's just
MVPs,
tough. Because
the
some of these guys who
MVPs.
have won two aren't even in the top 20, and it's like, especially without rings, it's just
Wait, what? Who's the two?
who has an MVP. Uh, Karl Malone has 2 MVPs. Is not in the top 25 in that. And then also, that's even if that's debatable. Then you have Charles Barkley.
Bro,
Then you have Charles Barkley, right?
you can't even bring you can't bring Nasty Man because people
I know, but then
some people have him. I don't even want to talk about it.
yeah,
Some
we're just
people
not
have
gonna
him.
talk about him. Whatever. But
Alright,
I'm just saying him as an example who does have an MVP isn't even there. James Harden, like I said, Steve Nash.
I'm looking
Regardless of
at
what
this
people
list.
think.
I'm looking at this list. They have Chris. They have Chris Paul teetering from 21 to 18. Chris Paul, no rings, no MVPs. LeBron has 4 MVPs
And I
and
guess
his 10
that's just
finals
depends on
appearances.
people's list, but I still just
It's
don't
just not
see any of
about
these guys off. I don't even. Chris Paul is great, but I just don't even. I wouldn't even respect it. I don't respect it as much because he's never just won, and
he
yeah, he's
just
been to the final
brings that
stages.
much winning to the team, and so does LeBron, and he has 4 MVPs, man. Like like the MVPs really like. I'm looking at this list. All these guys in the 15 range around there have only 1 MVP. LeBron has 4 and 10 finals appearances. Those guys don't have as close as that
I
many finals
understand, but
appearances.
like I said, the thing that they have over him that is the biggest accolade of all time is the ring, and that I said that weirdly, but the ring, but
The
it's
wing.
yeah, my R's and on W sometimes I'm recording just sounds like my R's sound like W's sometimes, but besides the fact, um, that's what everyone up there has. I just couldn't imagine that. And we're arguing top 15. You said top 5, and that's even crazier. like that,
Yeah,
like
bro, top
like
five.
like that is even
Top five.
crazier. None of these lists in the top 15. Anybody in the top 15, none of them have do not does not have a rank on any of these lists I'm looking at. Not a single person. So the fact that he would even be up there with no rings would be
It's because
crazy.
it's because of these. It's because of these. It's because you know rings don't matter, man. Rings don't look. Some people have Kobe. Some people have Kobe top five. Some people have Kobe at 1 or 2 or even 3. And Kobe only has 1 MVP. LeBron has 4 MVPs.
I understand that, but he has 6 rings or 5 rings. My bad. Five
Five
rings.
rings.
Five
Five
rings.
rings.
5 rings. My bad. Um,
But it's the fact
and
that LeBron got so close and then the 10 finals
I
appearances. That's
understand,
that's that's what it brings him up more. If obviously it wouldn't mean he's obviously he wouldn't be the goat because if he had fucking 10 final losses.
but
But it's not. I'm just saying
I
he's like
I understand
borderline
what you
top
mean,
five, borderline
but
five, borderline five, right
but
there.
the reason why they have
Like
Kobe up there
like 6 or
is because
7.
he won 6 times. Damn, 5 times. I can say
Five.
6. Okay, he's won 5 times, and he's been to 7 finals. That's there's your accolade. It's 3 less than LeBron, but he came out with 5 rings. he,
Oh my gosh.
he came 5 of 7. Imagine going 0 of
But
10.
he played with Shaq. He played with Shaq.
He won 2 rings without Shaq. That's
So then he would have 2 rings.
and he still would have been to 7 finals. Like regardless of having Shaq, I understand Shaq was a huge part of his career, but take away his 3 other rings. Damn, I don't know why I keep thinking he has 6 for some reason, but take away his 3 other rings, he would still be a top 15 player. Just alone from that, like it's just, and he has other all defensive teams as well, which is a huge part of um of it as well. LeBron only has what six NBA all defense.
I don't know. But yeah, but LeBron.
I understand all, like your point and what and it's a crazy stat.
No,
It
you
would
don't.
it
You don't
would be
understand.
it
You
would
don't
be the
understand.
craziest um what is it called? Craziest stat of all time. 0 for 10 in the finals.
Not even that, but like top 5 player for like 10 years. No other player. No other players like that.
I
No
I
other
don't
players like that.
I don't
At
I
least
don't
not in
know.
the 15 range. No other players like that at all in the 15 range.
You're saying top what
Top 5 in like 10 years.
for 10
Like
years
no
straight?
players, not straight, but like in like 10 years or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be straight, probably, since LeBron is so consistent. Wanna know why? It's because he has 4 MVPs, and those guys only have like 1 MVP. They're not. They're not that top 5 player in 10 years type of player. That's why I mean. That's why LeBron is 1 or 2, but obviously those rings bring him up. But that's why he's better than these guys in the 15 range. That you're saying that he's in.
I just don't see it with never winning, and that's where I still think people would rate him way less and less and less and less every time he just doesn't win. And I know that's the
I don't
hot
think
take,
so,
but
man.
I really do think
I
so.
don't.
We don't
I don't.
we already stopped regarding players for not making it to the finals first of all, and players not even winning one time. So imagine not winning 10 times. People be like, this guy's just a fucking finals choker. There would be no he's unlucky. It would be he's a finals choker, and that would be
Nah,
his name.
it would be he's unlucky. It would
No,
be he's
you
unlucky.
can't.
Nah,
I could
it
hear
would be.
Stephen A. Smith saying this. You can't get unlucky 10 times. I don't know why, but that's what comes to my head when we're thinking about this. Right? You
He got.
legit can't be unlucky 10 times. If you're that good of a player, you cannot be unlucky that many times, and that's why we've seen him win four of
Well,
those
it's the
ten
hold on,
times.
but it's not 10 times. It's like 6 or 5 because of Curry.
Yeah,
Right?
but that's where
Right?
I'm saying you go to the finals and you still lose, and then even the 2020 ring, and then okay, maybe this is LeBron's chance, and regardless of what people think about the ring, even winning that ring would be such an accomplishment if you had gone to the finals 10 times. Like that would have been his tenth final appearance was in 2020, and that they would be like, oh my gosh, this is the ring that seals it. He finally got over the hump. He's 1 for 9 or one for 10 record 1-9. It's weird how to say it like that, but um, it would be such an accomplishment. Then immediately he'd be up there in the top 15. But it's just I just can never see anybody holding any player who has never won a ring, especially never winning the finals. I just can't see it. I just can't see it. Like I don't know. I, I don't know. I just can't see it. I think we're just going in circles here, but I really just cannot see it. Like I know the MVP means a
Delusional.
lot, but like I said
Delusional.
in my
Delusional.
scenario, I don't think he wins. I just don't know.
In my scenario, LeBron goes up against the fucking Warriors every single year. There you go. So that's like six finals. That's not the Warriors. They're just a little unlucky. Except 2015, they probably could have won that. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I don't
it.
I don't know. Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
just for me. It's like if Wemby went on to win MVPs and then just never win a ring, I just could not have Wemby anywhere near the top. Even if he wins, hopefully 11 DPOYs, I just could not see it. Um, I just couldn't. It's just that's the only guy I compare him to. If in the late career, it's hard because it's all in hindsight, of course.
All you,
Because
all you, all you, all you
yeah,
look at is rings, bro. It's not just about rings. Not just about
I don't
rings.
only look at rings, but if we're going the
Yeah,
upper
you are. Yes, you
echelon,
are. You're only
the
looking at
upper
rings.
echelon of players all time would just be it just can't. I just can't.
You're
I
just
don't I
you're
don't
just you're
respect
only looking at rings.
I don't respect half the players in the NBA who don't have rings regardless of how good they are. That's the biggest thing. That's why I don't. That's why I do like Damian Lillard and Donovan Mitchell, but the fact they have just never won a ring and been such a crazy amazing players is what I just can't. They
They're just
just
unlucky. They're just unlucky.
regardless, it's just I just can't. I can't put them in the upper echelon of players. Um, and we'll see who that is next. Whether it's Luca
Shit.
or Wemby. Hopefully not Wemby. I'm really praying. Hopefully this year he wins it.
Now,
But yeah,
hopefully it's Wemby. Hopefully it's Wemby, so this can happen. This scenario
no,
can
no,
happen.
that'd be
While
crazy.
while we're talking
That'd be crazy. But
about.
all right, let's get. That was a hot take for sure. I don't think anybody agreed with you at all, especially saying top five. But
Now that's real.
yeah,
That's
we'll
real.
get right into
Yeah, we can move on.
what's it? Playoff reactions. And we are back into the playoff reactions. So the first round just ended yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday night. And let's start with the
Yes.
series that we really want to talk about and at least care about. So we ended off last week. Um, with the on Monday, if I'm not mistaken, and the game after was the Wolves with the Nuggets. Nuggets took that game. If I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
yeah, they took
Yep.
they
Yep.
did
Yep.
yeah they took that game. Let me look at it again real quick. Yeah, Nuggets finally took
125 to
that game
150.
down 3-1 already. Julius Randle had a decent game. Al had a decent game. James Allen had a game. Um, Jokic finally had a good game. Christian Braun,
Brown.
Brown, sorry, still mid game. He's a terrible player for his contract. He's earning 125 mil. I want you to
Yep.
know
Yep.
next
Yep.
year,
Yep.
and
I know. I know. I saw
he's
all of that
averaging
stuff.
9 points. That is crazy. Yeah, I would never. I never saw the hype in him at all. I don't know why you would have given all that money, but Jamal Murray had a decent game. Even this game, Jamal Murray and Jokic still didn't look amazing. Jokic still looked great. This one actually was great for Jokic. I give you that. But Jamal Murray has never has this is Jamal Murray's worst playoffs ever. Of course they lost, as you guys all know
Yeah.
already. But
Yeah. This is.
um, his numbers are horrible. Even this game they won was 9-23, 2 for 6, horrible. The only reason why they won this game, by the way, was because Spencer Jones just fucking turned into prime Klay Thompson, straight up. Without Spencer Jones, they lose this game. And I know the point differential was 12 points. He was 4 for 5 from three. Right, he had 20 points. Take away those 12 points
So
right there,
yeah.
would have been a tie game.
Yeah.
I know, obviously, and I think it was he never does this. Like he doesn't average 10 points. Um, and he just got lucky for him. So I honestly don't care about this game. Whatever, you expect the Nuggets to get one. They have Jokic. I don't care. Um, whatever. And then the game after, they still don't have Anthony Edwards. Dante's still gone, and you lose the guy who dropped 43 to push him to 3-1. Io DeSumo is out for the Wolves. And also, although it doesn't matter as much, slow mo Kyle Anderson is out. Nas Reed, who the previous game I think got kind of hurt, they come out
Yeah.
and they kill the Minnesota, not the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Denver
They
Nuggets.
killed themselves.
Yeah, the Denver Nuggets are in this game, and it was just an amazing game. And I know I just kind of go over and keep saying that, but Jokic even had a pretty good game. 28, 9 and 10, 11 of 19 from the
One
field.
for 5 from 3.
He sucks ass at threes. This is kind of like not really how Jokic usually is, but we're looking at Jokic how he is now. Also, Spencer Jones only hit 2 of 3 pointers, 8 points. We obviously he was a non-factor in this game. And Jamal Murray,
Jamal Murray and Christian Brown, bro.
maybe his worst playoff game ever. 12 points, 4 for 17, 0 for 2 from three. He only take 2 3-pointers, and he had 6 rebounds, 4 assists.
Yeah.
Whatever, who gives a fuck? Um,
Yeah.
not great. Tim Hardaway Jr. had more points than Jamal Murray in half the time,
In 20 minutes.
and 10 less shots. Think about that. 10 less shots. He had one more point than Jamal Murray. Same
Oh.
field, same free throws, same everything. 10 less shots. That's your 35, 40. I think his contract's 40 mil if I'm not mistaken this year. Mil player or 30 mil, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Choking every game in the playoffs that they lost. Even the game they won, he had terrible efficiency. And the guy who really won them that game anyway was Spencer Jones, who nobody knows. I know none of y'all know who the fuck that is. I shouldn't be swearing, but uh, outside of Nuggets fans, and maybe some super fans of the NBA, but besides the point, 99% of y'all have no idea who that is. I had no idea who that was until I saw him drop 4 threes in like one quarter, by the way. It wasn't even like the whole game. It was like one quarter. He dropped like 3 threes in a row. Um, Besides the point, Jaden McDaniels, who in the conference that everybody already knows, said, I just go at all of them. They're all bad defenders. Drops 32 and 10 on your head without Ayo, without Dante, without Anthony Edwards,
Two
without
steals and a block.
slow-mo. I know that's slow-mo just for jokes, but yeah, 2 steals and a block.
Dude, he's a good two-way player, man.
He's an amazing two-way player now. He's growing into something great. 13 of 25. 3-pointers need to work on, 1 for 4. But still, you only took 4. Um, and then Terrence Shannon Jr.,
1 for 7.
regardless of 1 for 7, 24 points after being injured all season long. And I didn't even know this guy either, I'll be
Yeah.
honest. Until the playoffs happened. Drops 24 points on y'all head.
Yeah, bro.
That was the
I
best
would.
player on the floor was Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, bro. And then Rudy Gobert, bro. Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert
13
with a double
boards, 10
double.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rudy has been
bro.
playing some
Putting
amazing
Jokic in
defense.
Alcatraz,
Straight up.
locking him up.
At first
That's
everyone was saying, "Oh, Jokic just had a bad game." And proceeded to have a bad game almost every single game of the playoffs. That is crazy. All right. And this really shows you that defense really matters a lot. Defense wins you
Yeah, man.
championships. Your
Yeah.
offense matters more, right? And that's why the Nuggets even
I'm
got to
never
this
getting
point.
clamped.
Yeah.
I'm
But
never
uh
getting
but
clamped.
that's why the Nuggets even took 2 games, is because their offense is just great. Um but this really shows you you can't win if you don't have somewhat good-ish defense.
And it's just really funny that this game was, if Jokic had a triple double, he would have beaten Russ
Oh
in the
my
triple
god, I
double.
forgot about that Aiden.
But
Aiden.
then he had 9 rebounds.
Yeah.
9 rebounds.
Yeah,
So
he
he's
was.
got to wait next year.
Yeah, he's a whole year late on beating Russell Westbrook on the triple doubles. They're tied right now.
He
Aiden
could
was
have
just
had it.
laughing his ass off over that. I
Dude,
forgot.
the entire time I was like, no, he can't win it. He
Uh,
can't win it.
yeah, that is crazy.
Because it just pours salt more into the wound. You
It
lose
really
this
does.
4-2, and then you don't even get the
Yeah,
record yet.
it really does. And I'll be honest, Nuggets, y'all gotta. It's time to gut the roster, man. You need to drop
They
a
gotta do
lot of these
something.
guys.
They gotta do something.
Bruce Brown, you gone, dog. Christian Brown, they're stuck with you. They can't even do anything with you. You just need to stop
Yeah,
sucking.
bro.
Cam Johnson, 27 points,
They
not
needed
bad.
they no they Cam
They needed
Johnson
this
they
more of every single game of the playoffs.
yeah, but they
You
they, they didn't get
yeah,
that.
you're not.
And also in the regular
MPJ was
season,
better.
he yeah, in the regular season, everyone was saying, Cam Johnson's just an upgrade of MPJ,
Yep.
just a better defender or whatever,
I never
whatnot.
believed it.
Yeah. And it didn't go well. It did not go well in the regular season, and it did
Yeah.
not go well in the playoffs. Even injured Jokic. Pretty sure he was the one that injured Jokic.
Oh,
And
was Cam Johnson the one who injured
I'm
Jokic?
pretty sure
Damn.
he's the one that stepped on his foot. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, you getting traded, dog. Yeah, you
And
ain't you going to the
I
Nets
don't.
again. Ain't nobody else picking you up. Maybe the Kings. Kings so fucking desperate they gonna do something. I don't know. You're not on this team next year.
Mm,
Jamal Murray,
Hurry. Yep.
you're on the chopping block too. We've seen that you can't really do it unless you have really unless they build a team around you and Jokic, which I think they probably will. But you're not. You're not skipping free, dude. You're 4-17. I can't.
Playoff
Um,
Murray, man, it's not here.
Playoff Murray's
It's
not
not
here.
here.
And also, I want you to know the
Playoff
way year
Murray.
you won, you'll have the easiest ring probably in the last 5 years, excluding maybe even the bubble ring. But yeah, never versed a higher than 3 seed during your run. Yeah, might have been frauds. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Aaron Gordon, you're also on the chopping block, dog. I guarantee you, you're not on the team next year. You are injured every playoffs. It don't matter how good of a player you are. You're a great. He's Aaron Gordon's a great player, but if he can never be there, it doesn't matter. If he's on the fucking sideline, it doesn't matter. Like we could have Steph Curry, LeBron James, MJ, Kobe on the same team, and if they're all on the bench injured, it don't matter. Like it generally doesn't matter, and that they needed you. If anything, you needed to play through that injury. Your team's not good enough without you.
Well, I don't know about that. I
I
don't know
don't know
about
what injury
that.
he had, but he played in the other game. I think the game that they won, if I'm not mistaken. Um,
Maybe it got worse. I
Maybe
don't
it
know.
did,
Yeah,
but
you never know.
but
I'm not
yeah,
risking my career for
I understand. You got your
for
winger ready
one.
though. That's the biggest thing. You got your winger ready. But
I don't
now
matter. You
now
want to
you're
keep
gonna be
playing. You want to
true,
keep playing.
true,
They would have to win two
true,
more or
true.
another game after that. They won this
Yeah.
one. So I
But
know I'm risking your
well,
time
the thing
for
was
that.
they did need him during the IO game, if
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
did need him,
mistaken.
but
Because then they would have been 2-2, and then he could rest. But going down 3-1 was near impossible for a team that plays no defense. Um, Payne Watson's probably getting on the team, which is good for them. Although hopefully he doesn't, because if he doesn't, then maybe some other my teams I like can pick him up. Um, if they choose to go with Cameron Johnson instead, which I doubt, because Cameron Johnson has just not lived up to expectations. Yeah. Uh, I Timberwolves I'm scared for next round. Ant apparently should be coming back for game one, which would be crazy of a turnaround time.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
so that'd be cool to watch later tonight. Um, yeah,
Oh
great game
man.
from Minnesota. Jaden McDaniels put himself to possibly lose all his aura, and he gained generational aura from putting that on
No,
y'all head.
it was an or investment, bro. It was
Right.
an or
It
investment.
it would have been an Earl debt if he lost if they lost and they took 3-1 lead too. That would have been crazy. But on your head, he dropped 32 and 10. More
Get it,
rebounds
bro.
than their center
Get it.
Jokic, right? Same on the blocks as well from a forward. The guy said you guys don't have any defense. Uh, on your head. The highest plus minus in this
Yeah,
game as
get
well.
yourself a player like this guy right here.
Straight up. You need
Like
a guy
this
like
guy.
this. I I just Jane
Two-way
McDaniels
players,
though. I just
man.
can't. That's why
They're
I'm
fucking
this
important,
this is
bro.
why I say MVP has to be two-way players, man. Because it's just at the end of the day, those are the guys who are really the dogs. Like I can't respect how Jokic plays. I watch all these games, and I know I'm going on a long ass tangent for the Nuggets, but
Oh my gosh.
I'm watching all these games. Jokic is just letting motherfuckers by him, and I understand you don't want to get hurt, you don't want to blah 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 blah. But now guess what? You're in Cancun, dog.
It's really hard because he's a center. That's just the hardest part.
It is.
If he, if he were like a Luca, if he were a point guard, it'd be a little easier to cover up the messes of a point guard. But you're a center, dog.
Yeah.
That's just
It's
that's just how it goes,
it's like the focal
man.
point of the fucking team's defense, and you just I could score on you maybe. Give me 10 times. Give me 10 times, and you play the same defense, and you don't know I don't play. I'm not in the NBA. I could maybe get one on you. That's how crazy it is watching you play defense. Like you Jokic play. It's generally crazy. There's so many players I see. He just hands straight up in the air, turns around, and the guy walks around him and just scores. Um, straight up. Like I just, as much as what I like to say, man, buddy, say all that hype for nothing. All that hype for nothing.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
You know, now everyone gets to see. They get to see the mess that this team is.
yeah, I can't believe
Yeah.
22nd. And first, I didn't even know they were that bad on defense. I knew they were bad, but 22nd in the NBA, bro. There is like 10 tanking teams. How are you worse than them? I don't understand. How are you that bad? I don't. How is that possible? I didn't even think of that. That's such a crazy scenario. I whatever, whatever.
let's let's move
Yeah,
on
let's move on. That was
to the
that was
next
long.
series.
76ers versus the Boston Celtics. And boy,
Oh gosh.
I I was rooting for this team so hard. I'm not gonna lie. Just cause fuck the Celtics. I just don't like the Celtics. Great players, great players. But I said it before and I said it. I'll say it again. You drop anybody else in Jason Tatum's spot and they still win their ring in 24 and all their finals appearances and number one seeds. As we see, Jaden Tatum was injured. Half the team got gutted, and they still got number two. That's just how good their team is. Obviously, Jason Tatum's a great player, but you can still drop any star player in that spot, and they'll do exactly the same. Outside of maybe like John Morant, but besides the point.
What?
This game, I really thought it was over once they dropped 3-1. Joel Embiid came, and they just didn't look good. And this game, he really showed why he was an MVP before. 33 points, 11 of 23, 0 for 5 from 3. Besides the point, he's a
Yep.
center. Don't know why the fuck motherfucker's taking threes, but I think his MVP year, he was dropping threes. Pretty good. Um, 9 for 10 from the free throw.
Probably to alleviate more of the in the inside scoring to for the injuries. I
Yeah,
would assume.
yeah. But great game from him. Eight assists as well. Point center in a way. They've been playing great. Paul George 7 assists, 9 rebounds, 16 points, solid. Uh, BJ Edgecombe. Obviously, when MVP Joel Embiid comes in, you're not gonna take as many shots. Understandable. You're a rookie. Solid game. 10 points. Three pointers. All you need to do is hit the threes. You win games. That's honestly, I think every time VJ Edgecombe has hit two or more threes, they've won. If I'm not mistaken, I have to fact check
Oh
that,
my gosh, not
but it just
not this
feels
stat
like this.
again.
It feels like that. uh, and Tyrese Maxey, great game. 10 of 18, 25 points, 10 rebounds in the
Triple
game
double.
5 win.
Oh no, double,
Not triple
double,
double game. I don't think he had that one this
double.
one.
No, it's a
Um,
double double.
so again, Quentin Grimes off the bench, 5 of 8, 4 for 7 from three is solid off the bench. Unfortunately, their bench is just really not deep, which is what kind of scares me in future than their future games.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, it's not
it's
great.
not great looking.
Um, yeah, and then game 6, Tyrese Maxey goes off for 30 points. VJ Edgecombe, okay, he only hits one 3-pointer this time, but drops 14 points, 5 for 11. Embiid, 19 points, 6 for 18, not the greatest game. Paul George, playing in the playoff P again, 23 points, 8 for 17. He had made 5 3-pointers. That is vintage Paul George, you know. Also, I'll say it at the end after, um, or no, I'm not gonna say at the end. I'm just gonna say,
Stay
VJ
right.
has been amazing. VJ Edgecombe
Yeah, yeah.
is a rookie playing 40 minutes a night in a game against the Boston Celtics, the number 2 seeded Boston
Looking like a
Celtics.
well-seasoned player, bro.
Yeah.
Look like he been doing this for years.
Yeah, this is his first year. And I'm scared for him because he's very athletic. And that is what I feel like if
Yep,
he needs to get
injuries,
his
man.
skills up.
Injuries. Yeah, he
And
needs to work on his three.
yeah, he's getting a little better at it. But the thing is, his team is confident in him that they let him take the threes. He's one
One
for
for
six.
six.
He shot the second most threes on this game, in game 6. And they're
Yeah,
perfectly fine with it. That's what you need from a rookie,
yeah,
to take those chances, to
yeah.
to be able to be comfortable, confident to take them, right? Whether you make it or not, your team is behind you on it, and that's just great to see for the Sixers. Um, although one thing that scares me is how he lands. He lands on one foot sometimes when he goes for dunks or layups.
Yeah.
He needs to land on two. Well, one foot is why, unfortunately, and as much as I don't want to say it, and why I am very scared, Derrick Rose used to always land on one foot, and that is could have been the big
Mm-hmm.
reason of why he got injured. And I
Mm-hmm.
just don't want
He
that to
also
happen
got
to
he
BJ.
also got overplayed a lot. But yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You know,
but
it still
see,
stands.
BJ
Still
has
point still
38.
stands.
Yeah, 38 minutes. Yeah, still
Yeah.
stands, and that's where I just need you to just. I know I don't find like I ever see this, but I need VJ to just not just land better, and just I'm praying for no injuries because man, I'm not gonna cap. Lenny ISO video coming up soon about you. maybe even let me or pass the rock maybe if Aiden has anything to say about it. If not, then I'm just doing let me ISO. But I
Okay.
know one's coming. Um,
About VJ?
about
I don't know what I would say about that.
I I I got stuff to say about it, but still a great game from everybody. Let's get on to game 7 of this one.
Ooh,
They
yes.
forced game 7,
This is the one. This is the one
and
everyone's talking about.
without Jason Tatum. Unfortunately, before the game happened, as you guys probably have seen, Jason Tatum goes out with I think a knee injury,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, or a calf or
I'm
thigh
pretty sure it was a knee.
knee.
Something
Okay,
like that.
yeah. Um, and I
Yep.
don't fault the Celtics at all or Jason Tatum at all for this. He just tore his Achilles last year. We don't want anything to happen like that. Injuries suck. I hate injuries. If we could turn off injuries like in 2K, man, I'd be all for it. But he could not play in this game, and Jalen Brown was low key kind of good this game. Uh, until he wasn't. Um, they
Oh
started
man.
off terribly. It was 32-19, and I was like, okay, so I just hope the Sixers don't choke this. And then the Sixers just started choking it. Uh, pause, but no pause. It was like they were up. They're legit. They're legit. They were up 13 points, and then they were down like 4 points after missing like 7 or 8 consecutive shots, and then they just came back, and it was crazy. Derek White, I know you're 5 of 16 from three, which is horrible, but in that single second quarter, he was making like everything, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna lose.
Mhm.
They're gonna lose. The Mies Keita, by the way, W man. No wonder you win 6 man of the year all the time in our NBA 2K drafts. 7 of 8, 17 points off the bench is crazy good. Like great. I mean, you might have started that game. I can't tell how the fucking lineup is, but beside the point, seven double double, 17 points, 12 points. It's solid. It's not on you. It's your team's fault. Although you did get 5 fouls, so watch out. But
this this game, man.
yeah, this was insane.
This did you have you seen the JB the Jalen Brown stuff at all?
I have the flopping
Yeah.
stuff.
This. Yep.
Yeah,
The Twitch stream.
yeah. I didn't see the stream, but I saw the clip of him saying that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just man, he it's just like why? Why does he have to go on and say all that stuff? Like
I'm not gonna
they only
lie.
have
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
go for it. Go for it.
No, 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 no. Go ahead. Finish yours, and then I'll go. Mine's just a little tangent. So, uh,
I was just gonna say the reason for the loss is not the free throws at all. You obviously they don't have Jason Tatum, but and everyone's gonna say Celtics fans especially they're gonna say they didn't have Tatum and this was supposed to be a gap year so this loss doesn't even really matter, but it does. This 3-1 loss this fucking matters and it's just like you had 16 free throws they had 23 like that's only 6 free throws that's like
seven,
not a 10 or
7 free
yeah
throws.
that's not a that's not a that's not like a 15 margin, it's not like fucking Wolves and Nuggets, but obviously
Yeah.
it's a difference.
Hey,
But
minus 7 free throws from the Sixers. Still, you still lose by 2. I just
yeah.
yeah.
But the problem is the three pointers. They had 49 attempts from three,
Damn, I didn't even see that.
and
Oh
they
my
only
god.
made two more threes. They are 26% from three. This
Yeah.
was the problem. They were just throwing up threes. And the starting lineup was bad. Joe Mazzulla, like two of those guys in the starting lineup only played like I don't know, like 15 minutes together in the regular season or some shit like that. Like
Yeah.
the starting lineup was not it. It was just not it, and it was just it was just
Bad.
he can. Yeah, he Jalen Brown can say whatever he wants about free throws, and yes, obviously, he said the thing about Shea, and yes, obviously, flopping, fucking it's annoying and whatever. But Joel, like this team, they don't really flop. At least I don't think. And
Joel is only the real like flopper ish dude.
yeah,
But even then,
but
he's not even like a Jokic, which is way worse.
but
First of
yeah,
all.
and then the thing is with Embiid, the way you see him fall, I've seen a video on it. It's just he has he has to fall because landing will increase the chances of injuries. So
Yep.
he just has to fall.
Yep. That is
So
true.
it's just not even flopping. But then also there's a difference. Again, I saw something else about this. There's a difference between selling a foul than flopping. You throw your head back and they don't even make contact. That's flopping. It would selling the foul. They obviously follow you, but then you see the ref is like fucking. He's all the way over there. Is he really gonna see you? You have to try and sell the foul. And that's
To
where
a
it's hard
degree. Yeah.
between. Yeah, that's why it's hard. Flopping, whatever, all this stuff. But you have to try and sell the foul. Obviously, flopping is bad and whatever. But I think Man, Jalen Brown, bro. It's just he was saying, "Oh yeah, they have an agenda against me, whatever, blah blah blah." But it's
Man,
just
nobody
I
has
don't
an
know.
agenda against you. All right, we all know that Jason Tatum was really like the star of the team, obviously, and yeah, he did get all the limelight, and you did win Finals MVP. You had a great Finals. I'm not
Mhm.
saying that you're
Mhm.
respected players,
Mhm.
but come on, don't do that. You have an agenda against you. Like, come on, man. Flopping is obviously a problem. We all understand it, and obviously there is some fine line between selling a foul and flopping, and even selling fouls sometimes shouldn't be even called, and half of them. Um, you guys are never here, obviously, for it when me and Aiden watch games together. I'm always like, whoa, I don't think that should have been a foul, regardless of which team it is, because if say he doesn't even touch him. But besides the point, it is a popping is a pop foul. I do understand, but doing that on the live stream just shows how petty you are, um,
Yeah,
as a person,
yeah.
and a player.
And like did you see the thing of him saying that this year is like his best year?
I did not see that.
He said, yeah, he said this is my best year, and it's
Uh,
just
it might be, but what are you
no,
gonna
but
say about
yeah,
it?
as a player, like yeah, but in your career, you
Yeah.
won a
Oh, okay.
championship, dog.
Yeah.
You
Did
won
he
a
say career
championship.
or did he say like or like I don't know how to explain it. His best year as a player or did he say career?
I think he was talking about career wise.
Okay, yeah, because this is definitely not his best
Is it?
career wise. This is terrible. This was probably
Yeah,
your
yeah.
worst year career wise.
But
Um,
like, it's just he's saying this because like he just feels so good about being the first option. You know, he was in MVP talks, and it's like, Doc, you won a championship. Like, why?
yeah.
Like, it's just like what are we talking about, bro? Like you can feel good about yourself and this season that you had. Obviously, this was like a quote unquote gap year, but like, man, you won a championship.
I I don't know.
Like
That's where it's iffy because I haven't seen it, but maybe he was just talking about himself because he did mention the MVP year,
that
MVP
dog.
thing. So maybe,
Everything
but
I've seen about that is just it's not.
yeah, I don't know.
Everyone's just
Yeah, I
yeah.
get
I
what
don't
you
know.
mean though. Yeah,
Like
but I kind of expected this because I think at home they're like 4-12. I think I'm mistaken. I watched the Who Collective podcast and they said that Boston Celtics at home are a notoriously bad team. I don't know why. It just is. With the Jaylen Brown year team and all everything. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum team. They're I think like 4-12 at home and on the road. They're a lot better. Um, and they even said a team that shoots a lot of threes either blows out teams or gets just loses, and that's kind of why the saying is live by the three, die by the three. And as you said, this game that I didn't even know first of all until you pointed it out, they missed
yep, this is what
36
everyone was
threes.
talking about.
They
This
missed
is what
more
everyone was talking
threes
about.
than the Sixers even took, which threes are a huge part of the game, but not if you're not making them.
They're just throwing it up.
Yeah.
They're just
The-
chugging them.
there is a
Like
lot of times where I'm looking at it and Derek White just throwing that bitch up because he has to be the number two option.
yeah,
Derek White is
yeah.
not a number two option. Derek White, he needs like that. I know he had to be because Jason Tatum is out, but Derek White is not a number two option. He is a great player, our great player, and not number two option, and that's fine. Like Kevin Durant is not the number one, should not be the number one option, and that's fine. As disrespectful as people might think that to be, it was he number option never won. OKC was 1A, 1B with Steph and Golden State. Was number one option in the Nets. Was number one option in the Suns. Number one option in the net in the Nets, the Rockets. Doesn't happen. It's fine to not be that option. You kind of have to learn how to play into your role. And I think they might have asked too much from Derek White this game. And he started off great, by the way, like I said. And then he just fell off a cliff.
Yep. Yep.
And I don't know. The Celtics have to do something. They don't have to do something, but they should definitely make some changes. Because if you're losing a 3-1 lead, regardless of if Jason Tatum is injured or not, because he wasn't injured for the other games. I want you to know that he wasn't injured for the other games. The other two games y'all sold, he was there. But whether or not who was healthy, he played, and that was y'all own choice. So there's no excuses there saying he could have been injured playing through an injury. Um,
But like, also, y'all were second in the East without him.
yeah,
Like, I don't know, man.
yeah,
They should have, and also on the flip side, the Sixers didn't have Joel Embiid, and then he came back, and then they started winning. So I'm like,
yep, yep. They didn't
it
even
is.
win the game. The first game he came back, and everyone was already talking like maybe Joel Embiid slowed down the offense, which it really did. It's kind of hard to kind of incorporate him right away.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and they're talking, well, it's 3-1, it's over, whatever. Even I expected it to be over. I haven't saying no too much, but I just
Yeah.
expected it to be over. Um, and they came back. There has only been like 8 3-1 comebacks in the entire history of the NBA, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and y'all
No,
are one of them.
no, no,
Has it
no, no,
not?
no, 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 no. First seeds, first seed, or no, no, not first seed. It's the what am I thinking? Is it second seed
Okay, my bad.
or
There has been 15 successful 3-1 playoff comebacks in the NBA history. There you go.
I know it's eight. It is eight, but for like a specific,
Like number
I don't
or
know.
seeding. Yeah.
Maybe it might it might. What was I thinking of? Oh, I might have been thinking of the Pistons.
That would be
We'll get
crazy
to
if
that
that was
later.
if that was that. But yeah, we'll get to that later.
It is
But
it is
yeah,
first seeds. There's only eight first seeds if they
yeah.
yeah.
So number 2 seed choking a 3-1 comeback,
Like,
um, is crazy. And you're one of 15 for sure,
I don't know.
15 all time. But besides the point, Sixers were amazing. Paul George, decent game, 5 of 10. Oh my God, Joel
Did his
Embiid.
thing, man.
I was watching this game. They were just giving Joel Embiid the ball every time. I'll be honest. I don't even know how VJ Edgecombe got his 23 points. I swear, I saw VJ touch the ball. He just gave it to Embiid, and that was it. Uh, but for good reason. Embiid went 12 of 26, 34 points.
Bro, he
Made his
was
free
dying
throws.
out there, bro. He was exhausted.
Yeah, he was getting hit back to back, left to back. Whether or not he says he was faking the injury, he got hit to his knee like 4 times. I thought Embiid was gonna get injured. It just looked so bad sometimes when he got ran into. Um,
Yeah.
and maybe that was a mind game
Mhm.
thing, but I can't believe that really, knowing how Embiid's injuries have been. Hopefully, it was just all mind game. But yeah, not VJ, Tyrese Maxey, 11 of 18, 30 points, 11 rebounds, a double double. Great, 7 assists. Great. VJ Edgecombe. I can't go again. This is a rookie. He played 44 minutes. That was the
Mhm.
second most minutes played during this game. The next one is Paul George and then Joel Embiid. He only had one less point, one less minute than their star player Tyrese Maxey. It is amazing. 23 points, 5 made 3-pointers. He's had 11 3-pointers. That's what I like.
Mhm.
That this is the playoffs. This is in the regular season. They're letting
Mhm.
him play in this high intensity
The
environment.
lights aren't too bright, bro.
Exactly. And
The
he's
lights are
he's
not too
showing
bright.
up. He has the confidence. He's not backing down from the three, and that's just great. Especially because they had Ben Simmons who just started to be scared of taking shots, and that is a whole nother story. But this is what we need from rookies, is to not be afraid. And this is what I kind of liked about Khan, and I really kind of also didn't like about when he kind of stopped taking some shots, and they didn't really give him any shots during their playoff run this year. Obviously, it was a lot shorter, but um, he still had some confidence to take that shot. That's what we need from all these rookies to do. That's such a great thing to see. Um, plus 19, by the way. VJ was the highest plus minus in the game. I know plus minus isn't that big of a stat, but still, it is still huge. Great game from the Sixers. I'm rooting for them to win the East. Um, let's go Sixers. It was just great. Screw the Celtics. Uh,
Come on, man. We don't gotta hate on the Celtics that
no, I
much.
just don't like the Celtics. I just can't.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't. Maybe just because the Warriors just don't like him either. I don't know. We they daddy. That's it. Steph Curry's their daddy. That's it. But
What?
that's what
How?
they say. He's just beating them every time in the playoffs. Whenever they seen.
I guess.
Um, and yeah, yeah, I think they were down, if I'm not mistaken, 2-0 or 2-1 and to the Celtics, and I think the Celtics talked a lot of garbage, and then Steph Curry came back and they won. I think that was 22 year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but whatever. Holy shit! Oh my god, Aiden, I even Atlanta Hawks
Oh,
versus New York Knicks. Y'all got blown the fuck out
oh my gosh,
in
what
this
was in
game
that game?
five. Um, this is not even the elimination game. We're gonna get to that. Y'all lost by 29 points in this game.
It's,
In game five,
yeah.
Nikhil was not MIP Nikhil. Jalen Johnson was not All NBA Jalen Johnson. CJ
The lights are too
McCollum
bright, man.
was not the guy clutch guy we needed.
It's not
The
what
lights,
they. Yeah.
yeah, the lights really were too bright. Jonathan Kuminga reverted back to his normal self as we've seen before, which is why he shouldn't get too much of a bag. Still a great player, but you are only a good player based on your contract. You cannot be a 50 mil player making 10 points a game. If you're a 1 mil player, 10 points a game is great. Um,
Oh man.
and then Jalen Brunson drops almost 40 on your head. 15 of 23, 3 of 5 from 3. He didn't even take a lot of 3-pointers, which is crazy because usually I just see Jalen Brunson on the outside shooting 3-pointers. Um, only had 8 free throws too, by the way, which is not a lot for a guy who dropped almost 40. Um, Great game from them. They just blew y'all out like straight up. Cat 16, 14. That is great numbers. 16 points, 15 rebounds. If you didn't understand what that I said, but and OG Anobi, dude, OG Anunoby is like one of the best players on their team. Like the only guy to keep from this roster if they lose next round. Um, for sure.
What?
I'll say Jalen Brunson, my bad. Um, he has just been solid every single one of these games. He's the main reason
Yeah.
they've even been in this whole series. Because he has just been solid every single game. 17 points, 5 of 8, 2 of 3 from 3, 10 rebounds.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Not just OG, dog.
Who
Not just
else?
OD, OG. Cat Daddy, Carl Anthony Towns.
He's been playing great,
Both
but
of them, man.
but
Both
even
of
but during
them.
their losses he was not. OG was still good in their losses, so it wasn't OG's fault. As I'm saying, OG's been playing good. Cat, I still think they should probably move away from. If they don't make it in the
Probably, but
finals.
hey,
I
man.
Yeah, that's why I said with the Timberwolves. I was glad Timberwolves got rid of him. And we're seeing the result of it. Kind of. They we'll get on to the next game. Uh, uh, and
Bro,
the
Cat dropped
next
a triple
game,
double, dog.
Aiden DM'd me during this game. I had no idea. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Was it Thursday? I might have been hooping. Not gonna lie, might have been doing something. They
Yeah, this game happened at like 2:30.
Yeah, I don't. These. I don't know. I'd rather have earlier games than later games, but that's such a weird time for people. Um, but they were up by 61, if I'm not mistaken, at one point during this game.
Yeah.
This, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, is the biggest point differential game in NBA playoff history. 140 to 89. Aiden sent me the
Wait,
like a
Vegas?
in NBA history, if I'm not mistaken, in NBA playoff history, if I'm not mistaken. Um,
No, I thought the Warriors. I thought the Warriors
I think that
had
might have
like.
been in NBA history, if I'm not mistaken. But I said point differential, not highest.
Mm, mm,
Maybe. We'll
I
look
don't
that
know.
up. But besides the point, Aiden sent me a meme or some shit, and the screenshot, and I was like, no fucking way, the Hawks are getting destroyed
Oh,
by.
it was a plankton meme. It's just like I was like, oh shit, man. Yo, they're playing for the they're. I
It
was like,
is.
ah shit, I gotta go watch this game. I was doing something. I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot basketball's on tonight. I checked like 77. I look at the fucking quarter. It's the second quarter. The Hawks were like 20. They had like 20 points in the second quarter. Like what the fuck? And the Knicks had 70. Like what the hell? It's just like what the fuck? I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going on. Like I just think I don't. The Hawks just could not make a bucket. like
Yeah.
it was just bad, bro. And
Oh,
like
we'll get to not making a bucket in a minute, but they really weren't.
bro, and every single player on the Knicks They got a point, bro. Every single player got a
Yeah.
point, bro.
OG had first of all, this is what I'm saying. OG is straight up like one of their best players. Straight up. Mad respect to him. Hopefully I think he's named soon to leave,
Yeah,
but W man. Um he had 24 points
bro.
at the 16-minute mark. This guy's supposed to be a role player. He is just he had 5 rebounds too at that 16-minute mark. He only played 26 7 minutes. It was crazy. Um,
Hmm.
Shout out OG.
Yeah.
Definitely my favorite player on
Uh,
their team. And I don't like the Knicks really
Shout out
too
Cat
much,
though.
but yeah.
Shout out that cat. Shout out Cat though.
Uh,
Triple double again. There you go.
they
There you
get
go.
triple double again. W man, that's what they paid you for. But yeah, W man's respect to it. Yeah,
Oh man,
that it was.
this was just a mess. I was like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is happening?
this playoff has been crazy. By the way,
Yeah, I
so
know
much.
this. Um, that when I said it feels like it's so long, it's man, because like there was what there was like six. There was like um was it six game sixes or some shit like that or something like that,
Something.
and
I
that
know
was like
there's 3 game 7s, but yeah, it was.
yeah, that was like the most since 2016, 2014, one of those years. So yeah, like
Yeah,
this was a
crazy.
long ass fucking
Yeah,
first round.
a lot of breakout stars, a lot of fucking crazy things happening.
Yeah,
Magic
yeah.
go up 3-1 against the number one seed. Oh, and then the Sixers
My gosh,
beat the number two seed, the Celtics.
gosh.
Io goes for 43 to push 3-1 against the Nuggets, and then Jay McDaniels win
So much
32 and
happened.
10. And it's just crazy.
So much happened.
The Hawks lose by 50. Damn near 50,
51, man.
51. My bad, not damn
51.
near. It
51.
actually was 50. Um, the oh my god, the Lakers, without Luca and
3-0.
AR for like half of it, go 3-0 against the Rockets.
Yes, bro.
And
Yep.
then it's just the Raptors are fighting back, and we'll get to that. I think
RJ.
that's next series. Well, that's not next series, is it? That is where are we at? I don't even know how we at on this.
Now I'm kind of just following you.
Oh yeah. We could. I think we completely glossed over. Oh no, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. My bad. We'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, and RJ Barrett, you'll see in a bit or here in a bit as it drops a crazy last minute shot. It's just this has been such a good playoffs, man. This is what we live for, or we do this for
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah,
Um,
this
yeah,
is great.
yeah. Let's get quickly get to the next series that um doesn't really matter, or not nothing eventful really was too crazy, but San Antonio beat the Portland Trailblazers 4-1. Expected.
Yep.
I
Yep. Yep.
liked I
Yep.
liked Denny Avdia. He lifted the line too much, and that's what happens when you can only go up the line. 22 points against the unanimous DPOY. Wemby, who had 6 blocks this game. This is why he's unanimous DPOY, first ever. Um, as a 22-year-old, by the way, maybe 23 now, but very young. 17 points, 14 rebounds on only 7 shots. Holy shit! I did not know he only took 7 shots. Wow, um, that is crazy for a star to take, but still great. And then he came back
Mhm.
from injury during this game, if I'm not mistaken, or I think he came back from concussion to play this game. Um, I think might have been the
Yep.
fastest turnaround ever. Really damn near almost. De'Aaron Fox, solid game. Everyone, this whole team is just so deep. Dylan Harper played a great game. Junior Champagny played an amazing game. Everyone had double figures. Like 6 of their guys had double figures. Um, and 5 of them was above 15 or 15. It's just a great game from them. Can't really ask for much. Luke Cornett came off the bench. 13 points, not 13 points, 13 minutes, 5 points. That's all you can ask. Didn't miss a shot. 2 for 2 from the field, 1 for 1 from free throw line. It's just solid game from him. Um, Unfortunate this the Trailblazers lost, but what can you do? Scoot Henderson wasn't really a factor in this game, unfortunately. Wanted to see more from him, especially
Yeah.
with his other performances, but he's getting there. I just think he'll be like a really good role player, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Hopefully, he can get a breakout star, but we'll see. Yeah. Let's go on to the next. Where is it? Okay, here you go, Aiden. Um,
Oh, is it Magic time?
yeah, and actually, we'll get back into the Magic and the Pistons after this short break. And we are back into the next series, and this one is going to be a bit juicy. The Orlando Magic versus the Pistons. Go ahead and take away this, Aiden.
Uh, man. First of all, Franz was hurt. Okay, Franz was hurt. So
Big, big,
yeah,
big,
there
big
you go.
factor.
Yeah, very very important. But yeah. So man, it was just this 2003. The Detroit Pistons were the number one seed, and the Orlando Magic was the eighth seed. The Orlando Magic was up 3-1 on the same exact day as of right now in 2003. And the Orlando Magic 2003 blew a 3-1 lead.
Goddamn. What a fucking coincidence.
And this year, yeah, this year they do it again. But Franz was injured,
Yeah.
but it's just,
Game five
bro.
looked okay.
Gosh, man, it was just
Yeah.
this was just terrible. I mean, yeah, let's see.
Game five, I think, is where we left
Where
off.
is yeah, game five, man. Bro, yeah. I mean, Paolo 45, you know, but Cade also had 45.
Went band for band.
Yep, yep. But the fucking the it was it was close, but
Couldn't pull through.
man, yeah, it's just they were just better. They were
Yeah.
just slightly better, and yeah, like man, like what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Like Franz is really that important to this fucking team, bro.
He really is.
Especially on the defensive side. Like
Yeah.
Franz Franz doesn't lock up Cade, obviously, because Cade drops so many points. But Franz defends Cade so well.
Yeah.
As we can see here, 45 points.
First game without Franz. Um, yeah. Uh,
Yeah, and then
Paulo dropped 11 though. Not 11, 6 threes though. And ruined my fucking prediction of every time he drops two or more threes, they win. Which is when Aiden said something earlier when I said about VJ scoring two. But yeah,
um, but I'll talk about it later when we get to the game seven. But then we'll move on to
game six.
game six. Game six. Yeah, this
Oh,
one again. Yeah, this one. Paolo 4 for 10 from the field. 0 for 9 from three. 0 for 9 from three. Do you know how fucking ridiculous that is? 0 for 9 from three. He had 12 free throws.
yeah.
That's the only reason why he had above 10 points.
It was.
and, and like he wasn't even good efficiently from the line either. 75%. But I don't know, but it's Paolo. You don't really expect that. But like Jalen Suggs, 1 for 10, dog. 1 for 10, bro. I like Suggs, but bro, this man cannot score.
Yep.
1 for 6 from three.
No, forget about
Oh,
from three. 1 for 10. You missed three
I was
layups.
I was about
Ah, like,
I was about to say 1 for Anthony Black, 1 for 4 from three. Desmond Bain, 3 for 9. I give you whatever I guess. 7 for 18 from the
yeah.
field.
Dude, they were
Like,
up by 30
what is
at
happening?
halftime. It was 36-60.
I know.
That's not 30, but that's 24
79
points.
points.
Yeah,
The end was 79
they were
points.
laughing. This might be the lowest scoring half in NBA history. Like, like
What
genuinely,
the?
yeah.
What happened here?
They
What happened?
they got too confident or something. I don't know. They just
What
couldn't.
happened here? What happened to Paolo?
Four
What
for 20.
happened
Oh my
here?
god, 4 for 20 is.
Yes, bro.
I forgot you're talking about
20%.
him. That was horrible, bro.
What happened
That
here?
was that was. Bro, Jalen Durant
What?
scored the same amount of field
No,
goals
no,
and only
no,
had
no,
8 points.
no. Bro, I can't get over the 9 threes.
I just forget about the threes.
What the
The entire
fuck?
team only scored 19 points in one quarter. In 2 quarters, my bad. In
I
two
know,
quarters, that
I know,
dude,
but
dude, K,
like, what the fuck is this, bro? What
Tobias
is
Harris
this?
outscored their entire team
You
in the
can't say,
second
oh, they
half.
didn't have Franz
Like,
in this one. Like, this was
yeah,
just an masterclass from the entire team. Like,
absolutely.
what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? What the fuck? You know, like, I don't know, like, what the hell? Like, yeah, it's cool. Paolo had 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and only 1 turnover. But I don't care. I don't care. You, you, you scored 8 points from the field.
Yeah,
Like, what the hell, bro? Like, uh,
that's what
and
40
and
mil a year player. Yeah,
yeah, we'll we'll get getting more into it in Game 7. In Game 7,
I don't know if I watched this one, but
this look,
let's just look at it.
look, Paolo had a good
He
game.
died, yeah, he died.
38 points,
Over 50% from
seven,
three. Yeah,
9 boards, 6 assists, 5 turnovers. That's a lot of turnovers. But I mean, yeah, the Pistons had a great game. Like Tobias Harris had a phenomenal game, probably his best game in his
career
career
probably.
in
Yeah,
post. Yeah, yeah,
not even in the post,
and
probably just ever.
probably, but yeah, like I mean, even Jalen Duran, like 15 boards, 15 points, like steal and 3 assists, like Cade Cunningham 32, 12 assists. Like, oh my gosh, this team is just so much better. This team is so
Slightly
much
better,
better.
but
This
definitely
team is
better.
so much better. This team is just so much better.
I mean, we're definitely not
This
looking
game,
at Duncan Robinson's 2 for 10 from
we don't
three,
need to look at that one. We don't need to look at that one
and still
because
winning by
you
20
know why? Because
points.
yeah, they still won by 20 points. It's like this, like man, I, they just bro, this is the problem with the Magic, but Paolo is that he he is not, well, one, he's not consistent. As we've seen, he had like a 40, 45, and then he goes to fucking
For 8, and
four
then
for four,
yeah,
4 for 20,
and then
bro.
he goes to
And then
38
you see
again.
this game.
Yeah,
You know, that's one of the problems with Paolo is like he's so good sometimes, and he is just so shit
yeah.
sometimes. And then this is the same thing from his three ball. Is that sometimes he's pretty decent, pretty good from three, but then sometimes it's just a complete asterisk class of
Yeah,
0 and 9 from three. Like, come on. But again, another problem with Paolo is the team does not get good with Paolo. The team is not good with Paolo. Is You could be as good as a player as you are, but you do not uplift and elevate your team at all. Like this, like you can get as many boards,
yeah.
as many as assists as you can, but like sure your team is you're like I don't know, maybe
It's do
Pistons
you
were.
impact winning? That's the biggest thing, and we've seen
Yeah.
not really. Also, I forgot about this. I remember Pierre said this on the Numbers on the Board podcast. And I'm not glossing over this at all. I'm talking the most shit right here. Wendell Carter Jr. in Game 6, their center, starting center, who played 32 minutes. 9 points, 3 for 5. It's not too bad. 1 for 2 from three. We have 50%. Zero rebounds
Yep.
as your starting center. You can't get one of them things. Desmond Bain had three, and his arms are short as fuck. Javon Carter had one, and he played 2 minutes. What the fuck are you doing? Like, this really was a game that changed the whole mood. It was like, nah, it's over from here. That's it. And that's exactly what happened. Um,
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
it's
I
just
don't know what was going on. I don't know what was
everybody
wrong with this team. Franz
should
really is
not
just
have a
that
job
important.
no more. Yeah, that's what I
Franz is
said.
really just that important.
Build around Franz.
Yeah.
Forget Paulo. Paulo, I want you to know, Jalen Green, who is younger than Paulo, if I'm not mistaken, or the same age, dropped 38 points last year against the Warriors, then proceeded to go only score 8 points on the same numbers as Paulo. And I think he had a good game after that, and then bad game after that. And they were seeing the exact same thing from Paulo, and Jalen Green makes even less money than Paulo, and he got dropped from the number 2 seeded Rockets. So Paulo is where I'm saying you just drop him now at his peak of price before he falls, because you're looking, you just can't win with this team. Paulo and Franz is just not working out. Yeah, he's still young, but cannot. Do I imagine in 4 years him and Franz can be that good together? Or just is it worth to take another 4 years? Not really. Even like a year, I guess you can maybe say, but I still would say, as me and Aiden already talked about, it's just to sell high. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and Jalen Suggs, bro. I know. I think you're also young. Although you're bald, so you always think you're old. But besides the point, no hate on bald people. It's just an observation. 0 for 4 from three. Aiden and Sog talk about that. 0 for 4 from three. 2 for 9. You missed 5 other shots. My bad. You made 2 of them, but still awful. Um, really
Oh.
just not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't understand when, like, what happened? Like, Wendell Carter Jr. You were putting, you were putting, you were putting this man, Jalen Turner, in Alcatraz. You had his ex girlfriend posting stories about him. Like, bro, like, what the fuck?
Hey,
You had 0 boards.
hey,
And he had like four in the last one.
Jalen
Like,
Jalen Durham came out of fucking plate, man. Dropped 15 15. Showed off.
bro,
Uh,
how does this man get 15 boards on you and then 15 points on you? Like, what?
yeah,
What?
yeah. This
Like,
is
come on, bro. I
yeah,
feel like, I don't know. Like, do you not want to win it more, bro? Like, come on, dog. Like, what has happened? Like, what happened? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what the fuck, bro?
yeah.
Like,
I mean, to be fair,
what the fuck,
during the
bro?
playoffs, it matters a lot about how good the team consistently is, and also your bench depth matters more because it's a 7 game series, of course, and your coaching matters.
Yeah.
Orlando Magic coach got fired, I think
Yeah, he got
today
fired.
or yesterday.
He got fired.
Um,
Pretty sure it was yesterday, maybe. I
yeah,
don't know.
and he was. We already knew he was getting fired. First of all, even if he won the
Yeah.
finals, I don't know if he was ever gonna. And maybe if he won the finals, actually, he might have not got fired. But obviously, that didn't happen. Um, and you really, the thing about playoffs is you really see who are the real good teams, um, and whether it's slight luck or whatever. But this is teams, right? This is not players. As we've seen, you can be a really good in-season team. You can't game plan day-to-day games, right? Against a certain team, you can kind of have some ideas, but when you know you're playing them every single day or every single other day, you can game plan a lot more, and it really shows who really is usually the better team. We saw that with the Sixers and Celtics. The Celtics could not hold up. They got their own problems. As much as we say I can speak. Joe Mazzulla is a great coach. Aiden talked about the starters that came out. Um, and only played 9 minutes.
He
You
did
know,
not have a good postseason,
yeah,
coaching wise.
yeah, and we were
Yeah.
hyping him to be coach of the year. You know, and maybe he still deserves that, but this is really where you see the good teams come out, or the better teams prevail. Uh, and the Magic, it really just y'all just shouldn't even been here. First of all, I think it was just luck the first other times, and because y'all are like just kind of like have the same play style, but just just sad. Detroit Pistons, y'all not slight either. I think y'all might get washed next round. As much as y'all, I want y'all to beat the Cavs, so Donovan Mitchell leaves to the Bucks, but I think y'all getting washed next round like Aiden. I think it might be. Oh, actually, no. I think I had Pistons in 6, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I was gonna say because I still think,
Pistons in 6.
yeah, I think they can. Like I said, live by the three, die by the three. If Donovan Mitchell is not shooting, making shots, if James Harden's not making shots, I think the Pistons lose, um, or win.
What? Oh, okay.
Or win. My bad. Yeah, yeah, win. And we've seen James Harden, so I don't know, but hey, I don't trust you to win it all. Not anymore, at least. This
Hey,
is way. Yeah,
they almost lost to the Raptors. That's
yeah,
pretty
but
defensive team as well.
yeah, but Pistons almost lost to the Magic, who nobody even had making it here, and scored 19 points in a half. You know, like Pistons defense is good, but damn, they're not that good. No defense is that good. Um, Also, before we end on this, this is the most missed shots consecutively ever in NBA history. 23 missed shots in a row. Y'all couldn't make one of
Yeah.
them things fall in, go in. Not one. Like not this game, by the way. It was the other game with the 19 points, game 6. But still,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
making history the
Yeah.
wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might just make a whole video on that.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me
It's
ISO
literally gonna
right
be
there.
titled. It's literally gonna be titled. The Orlando Magic made history, not in a good way. like,
You don't even
like,
need that good way part. You can just they made history. Just get clickbait.
oh man, yeah, let's
Yeah,
move on, bro. I
that
don't
was.
want to talk about this
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't want to talk
They
about it
ain't
either.
even my team, bro. Why am I so? Whatever.
That's why I said they're not on your team. But then I just like them because their song is so hype. And then the Pistons have their own song now. I found out was the Pistons won again. Hey, Pistons won again. Hey, or did you know the
What?
Pistons won again? It's weird. I've seen reels about it. I don't know why. And it's low key a low catchy, but not as heat as a Magic one. But yeah. The Raptors. Cavs beat them in Game 5. Send them to
Yep.
Game 6. Lead 3-2. James Harden had a great game. Don Mitchell, mid. Dennis Schroeder, mid. And Mobley, solid game. And Mobley, throughout this whole series, have been really like their best player, for real, overall. Uh,
Yeah.
and then Raptors, RJ Barrett had a great game. 9 of 19. Just didn't make it through. Scotty Barnes struggled offensively, but still, he's 11 assists, 8 rebounds, 17 points. Isn't terrible. 3 blocks and 1 steal. He's still been great, regardless of how the outcome. Brandon Ingram, only 1 point. Brandon Ingram has been a non-factor in this entire series. I know he got injured this game, so it's only 1 point,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. But he has just not been there. He's not the
Mhm.
bi that we thought he would be. Um, so maybe it was a good thing he was out during the sixth, seventh game, or
Yeah.
sixth game, or sixth game, or seventh game. The next 2 games. CMB, solid game from you. 2 blocks in 25 minutes, 8 points on 4 for 5. Not bad. Can't expect too much from a rookie. You've been playing out of your mind. Uh, the next one, the Cavs lose, and this one was insane. This one, I can't. Evan Mobley had a good game. Don Mitchell had a
uh,
mediocre game. 2 for 10. Live by the three, die by the three. Y'all shot
Evan
26%.
Evan Mobley, yeah, he had a good game, but he's the reason why they lost.
Fair, but maybe if Don Mitchell can make some of his fucking threes, it'd be okay. 2 for 10. Like I said, live by the three, die by the three. And guess what happened? James Harden, non-factor. 16 points with 5 free throws. He only made 1 3-pointer that game. 5 of 14. Somehow
Yeah.
had the most highest plus minus in this game for his team, but whatever. The Raptors. Scotty Barn. We love two-way players, and this is exactly fucking why. 25 points, 11 of 21. Screw your 3 pointers. 0 for 2. You only took 2. You're not a 3-point shooter. 3 or 4 free throws made. 7 rebounds. 14 assists.
Penises.
6 blocks and steals. No, not 6 blocks. I made it sound like he had 12 stocks. He had 6 stocks, which are 3 steals, 3 blocks. Still amazing. RJ, we're not gonna get them
Two,
first. We're not gonna get
only
them
two
first.
fouls too.
Yeah, only 5 fouls too. Jacoby Walter, 24 points, 7 of 13, 4 for 9 from 3. Only took 13 shots. Great game. 3 steals and 1 block. Great game. Uh CMB, the rookie. Dude, you're just playing out of your mind, bro. Oh my god. Aiden didn't even know you before the series. And I talked about before too. And this is what we're saying. Defense is just your defense just matters so much. 3 blocks and 2 steals, like 5 stocks is crazy to get. 7 rebounds. 17 points, 6 for 10 as a rookie, playing 40 minutes. I was glazing VJ. You were having a great playoffs as well. Just this is great. And then RJ Barrett. Boy, you were missing a lot of shots, not gonna lie. I don't know how you got your 24 points, but damn. 8 for 21, 24 points, 43 minutes played, 4 for 12 from 3, and 9 rebounds. 1 steal. This is why we say shooters shoot. Regardless of what your numbers looking like, they go down 1 point with I think 15 seconds left to spare. RJ Barrett gets down the field. Or not, my bad, not RJ. Scotty Barnes brings the ball off the court. I think it was 10 seconds actually. Dribbles, drives in the paint, kicks it out to RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett takes the 3. Bounces super high off the back rim. Everyone thinks it over. It's over. Even I did. And it falls in, and they win the game to force game 7. It was insane. It was like watching Tyrese Halliburton all over again, but in red. And it was like watching
It's
Kawhi
Kawhi,
Leonard
bro.
make the
Yeah,
corner 3, and it bounced in and went in. It's just it was insane. And this is why shooters shoot.
yeah. But
It was
unfortunately, unlike those other series, look at
uh
Game 7.
they got washed. Yeah.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett, shooters shoot. Wasn't making them. 9 of 25. Not too bad, but 1 of 6 from 3. Live by the 3. Die by the 3.
9 of 25, not too bad.
Um I meant overall he had 23 points, but still it was not great. Um
Bro, he's 36% from the field, dog.
yeah, that's not great. It's 3 steals. Yeah. Scotty Barnes still playing solid though. 1 block, 24 points, 8 for 14. Damn, he had 10 less shot, 11 less shots than RJ Barrett had 1 more point and 4 in
Exactly.
6 less minutes. Yeah, wow.
Exactly. I mean,
9
he had
rebounds,
7
6
free throws,
assists. Yeah, and it's
yeah.
just yeah. CMB, solid game from you. 24 minutes, 8 points only. You only took 5 shots, made 3 of 5, not bad. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, not bad. You're a rookie. He has a lot of potential, but unfortunately the Cavs are better. Donovan Mitchell, Jaron Allen, Evan Mobley, everyone kind of stepped up. Evan Mobley wasn't too good offensively, was solid defensively. Um, James Harden wasn't really great, got a lot of free throws. Um, Kind of lucky for him, but wasn't why they lost or wasn't why they won. Um, he went 18 points, 3 for 9, not great. But Donovan Mitchell, 9 for 20, solid ish. Two for 2 for 9. Maybe the free throws was why y'all won. Hold on. Uh, this is one I didn't watch. I'm gonna be honest. I think I missed this one. Jaron Allen, 7 of 11. Made 14 free throws, 19 rebounds. God damn, I didn't even see that number. Holy crap! 3 blocks and 2 steals.
Yep.
Jaron Allen, solid, very solid center. If only he could do this more
Yeah, bro.
consistently. Unfortunately, he cannot. Still great. Still great. So, fortunately, Raptors go home in 7. Unfortunately, or Raptors to Cancun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the Cavs, they played the not like us.
I did not actually. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. On to the next one. I already talked about this in my Lemmy ISO. Lakers versus Rockets. They take game. The Rockets take game 5, if I'm not mistaken, and game 4. So they come back from 3-0 to 3-2. And in this game, LeBron James shows he still is that guy. Uh, 28 points in 37 minutes played from a 41-year-old. 10 of 25 from the field. Not a great percentage. Doesn't matter. You win the game. 2 for 5 from 3. 3-point percentage. Only took 5 shots. 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Only 3 turnovers this time. Great game. DeAndre Ayton turned into the guy
16 boards.
that the Lakers needed. And what Aiden exactly just
He
said.
is Clint Capella.
This all he needed to be was just be Clint Capella. 16 boards. 7 points. You don't need to be the number one guy. You have Luca on your team. You have LeBron on your team. You have Austin Reeves on your team. You're not that guy, dog. And this is exactly what we've been wanting. Or not me. I don't really like the Lakers. Um, or I'm fine with the Lakers, but I'm not a fan of the Lakers. But that's what the Lakers have been wanting. Rui Hachimura, amazing game. The game that we all think the guy to be the guy we all think he should be. He has A plus rating in shooting, by the way, on NBA 2K. That's why I pick you sometimes. Sometimes. 21 points, 8 of 15, 5 of 7 from 3. 5 3-pointers is just great, you know. Marcus Smart, great on defensive side. 4 stocks, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Austin Reeves, solid-ish game. Luke Kennard just cannot shoot anymore. I don't know what happened. He's fast like 3 games. He just has not been able to shoot.
Yeah, it's just been bad.
Yeah.
It's just been
But he
bad.
still was a plus 22 somehow. But regardless, LeBron James really pulled through for them on this one. And it is, yeah, it just shows you the Rockets, y'all, man. I was low key gonna make a Let Me ISO video on y'all, and I don't even know if I need to, but I don't know if I care enough to do this. I don't know, but something has to change. I'll be honest, y'all are just not playing great basketball, like straight up. You guys rely, you guys have no 3-point shooting. Like I want you to look at, oh my god, y'all numbers are horrible. I want to take these 3-point shots right here, and you can be mad at me, Rocket fans, if you're watching this. 1 for 6 from 3. Jabari Smith Jr. Tari Eason, 2 for 7. Alpin Sengun didn't take a single one. Cannot be your franchise player taking 0 threes. Unless you're Giannis, and he's not Giannis. Reed Shepard, 1 for 10 from 3. Amin Thompson, your other star player who's making a lot of money, who will make a lot of money. 0 3-pointers. Didn't take a single one. Fine game, but you have no spacing. Dorian Finney-Smith, 0 for 1. Jay Sean Tate, 0 for 2. Josh Okogie, 1 for 2. Y'all shot 17.9% from 3. Y'all only made 5 3-pointers. You know how crazy that is in a modern day NBA game? I want you to know, you and the Magic, Bam Adebayo scored more than you guys did in a game by himself. That's gonna be the denominator now. If you don't score over 80 points, you're shit. You guys are garbage.
Bro.
Your team is horrible. That's why I've been saying all season long.
The
Outside
starting,
of the first
bro.
week, you guys are frauds.
Starting five. Only 4 threes, bro.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Yeah,
And it took
it's
23 threes, and they only made 4. Wow. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah.
they they're gonna get rid of Sengun.
Yep. That's
They
what I was just about to
yeah,
say. Yeah.
they're gonna get rid
Um.
of Sengun. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah. You want to know why I just don't understand why they did this with their team. I know they try to be a win now team. Y'all are too young first of all to be a win now team. Not too young, but we're seeing y'all youth right here. Your coach even said at the other game saying people guys are maybe just scared of the big moment, you know, and we're seeing that. Um, Reed Shepard is not that all star talent to be a starting point guard. Fine backup point guard, not a good starting
Yeah.
point guard. He's definitely gonna have to make less money depending on where he is. I think it's his third year or fourth year, or second year, one of the two or three. Um, but he's definitely not getting no contract extension. He's probably gonna have to make the same amount, or he's just getting traded. And then Thompson, you need to be able to score like this every night, but you need to have a 3 point shot. Uh,
He needs a 3 point shot.
yeah, you
That
are.
that is like the amount the like that is
Yeah,
like what he needs.
yeah,
Like he just needs to be able to space the
yeah.
floor
You're not an
from
all-star player.
three, bro.
He's straight up not an
Oh my
all-star
gosh.
player, but he might be start making all-star money. I think he might be eligible. Um, and if you are making like 20 mil, you cannot have no 3 point shot. Like legitimately, like you gotta be making at least, if you're gonna have no 3 point shot, you have to have at least 24 points per game. Um, or be a role player. It's fine if you're a role player not taking 3 point shots, but if you're one of the starters who plays 45 minutes, first of all, you take zero threes, there is no spacing. The NBA is not for this playstyle anymore.
You're a liability.
Yeah,
Your defense can be defense can be
yeah,
good, bro, but like you're just a
yeah.
liability,
Your
bro.
defense isn't even that good. Your brother is better, and you see how they're doing. Your brother also has struggle on offense. You also struggle on offense. You're just slightly better than your brother at it. Your brother is number 3 in DPOI. For good reason. He's actually been great this season defensively. They almost got killed their own selves, but I don't know what it is with y'all brothers, man. Y'all are not even short. How are y'all struggling on scoring? That should be easy for a young athletic player. Um, I know it's only like your second year if I'm not mistaken or third. Uh, you have no excuse. You have no excuse. Sengun, I already don't like you that much, bro. You gotta do something other than going for the free throw line, dog. You had 10 free throws. Take away all those free throws, right? You only scored 10 points on 12 shots. That's not terrible, but that's not great. Under 50% is terrible. You're getting, if you're on the team, that means Kevin Durant is gone, and I don't think anyone is gonna buy Kevin Durant outside of like OKC if they lose this year and they want to really win, maybe. But I don't see that happening. Um, and I don't know how you move Kevin Durant's contract. It's really expensive. 40 mil for 2 years is pretty expensive. It is a kind of friendly deal, but I don't know what team has 40 mil to spend for Kevin Durant that would be even close to contending because you're not buying Kevin Durant for the future.
Oh
He's
my god.
he's like 36, you know. Um, yeah. So Sengun's
And then,
probably gone.
oh my gosh, I'm looking, bro. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at everything, but like they, the, they're just not a playmaker. Freddie, bro. Freddie VanVleet is that important.
You're not
Reed
wrong,
Shepard.
but
Reed Shepard has 1 assist, bro.
wow, that's actually crazy. Bro was just chalking that shit up. 1 assist, 0 rebounds in 36 minutes. And you have the most field goals on your team. Yeah, Reed Shepard, you are, you might get cut. You might get waived,
It's
dog.
so
That is,
bad. It
yeah,
is
that is
so
not great.
The highest they have is 3 assists from fucking Jabari Smith Jr. and Amen.
Yeah, and they're
Like
just
what the
they're screening
fuck?
their own shots. It's just not good. Um,
It's terrible.
even with
It's
Fred Van
terrible.
Fleet, that doesn't solve your problems. Straight up, something needs to
But you
go.
get yeah, it doesn't solve your problems, but you have playmaking
Yeah,
and you also have spacing.
yep.
Here,
Not as much though, but still,
they
yeah,
have no playmaking and no spacing.
yeah. So all I'm saying is, hey, Tari Eason, you're getting traded. Javaris Smith Jr., you're getting traded. Alpha Sengun, probably getting traded because they can't move. They can't move KD. I don't think anyone's taking this contract, or who wants him. You know, Reed Shepard, you might just get waived. Like I know you're young, but damn, like you're gonna be like the backup to the backup point guard. Like 1 assist is horrible in a playoff game. And I know you got used a lot because you fucking had 14 shots or 19 shots. So it's not like you didn't get the ball. You just were not passing the rock. Talk about Kobe. Kobe at least made his shots. Um, yeah, yeah. Let's just
Oh
move
my
on.
god, it is terrible.
Lakers
Yeah,
win in 6. Against a Luka-less
and people
Lakers.
people were saying, "Well, LeBron's about, about to be the first in playoff history to lose a 3-0 lead." That yeah,
Yeah,
no.
that would have been
What's the
pretty
next game,
crazy.
bro?
Um,
Are we done?
I think we're
Oh,
done
we're
with the
done.
playoffs for this
We're
part.
done.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're done.
Yeah,
That took so fucking long.
that was a long time. Our hot take Loki was like 30 minutes to 40 minutes, so
Yeah,
we took a little bit on
though.
that too. But yeah. Um, so yeah, the teams that move on are OKC, Lakers, um, Timberwolves,
Wolves.
Spurs. Then on the East, it is the Knicks, the Sixers, the Pistons, and the Cavs. We'll see how that goes, and we'll be next week Monday again. We'll have the same playoff recap, and yeah, there was gonna be another segment to this, but maybe we'll just make that video another time, or just for the next podcast. It's not getting really long. It's about 2 hours now, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if Aiden is done, I think we should be probably done here. Aiden, anything else to add?
Nope.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed. See y'all next time.
Bye bye.